Hey, everybody. We're back, the Divine Brothers, to bring wisdom to the masses out there who are listening, searching, looking for those magic divine words, Chase. That's what they want.
Well, these divine words are only going to come in the form of audio recordings for the near future.
It is so much easier.
It's so much easier, and we don't have the technology to do the videos quite yet.
Yeah.
Another month or so.
I don't even know if is it the technology or is it just that we're both just such idiots with tech? Like, we have no idea what we're doing.
We're fucking terrible.
I'm embarrassed. Like, anytime I learn something in Microsoft, like Office, I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know, I was supposed to do a timeline in Excel the other day, and I started watching YouTube videos, just like video after video after video, and I just gave up. I was just like, I can't.
Let's talk about that. There's the fucking videos I watch on YouTube to learn how to do something are terrible.
Oh, man.
They're fucking terrible.
This is a great conversation.
This is great. Now, most of them have thumbs up. Like, the majority of, oh, thank you, this helps so much. No. They're too long.
No, okay,
They're too long, and they fucking talk.
Dude, the number one, no introductions.
No, just jump into it.
Jump right into it. Get to it, man.
Get to it as quick as pot. Every single little step. I hate it when they miss steps.
Yeah.
They assume somebody knows something, and they just jump to like 2 to 5, and you're like, all right, fuck, I'm fucked.
See, I like, so I've been cooking a lot more, you know, and I've been going on YouTube for recipes and shit. Every single middle-aged housewife who's doing this shit has like a 1 minute like opening cinematic, you know, like cooking with Kathy, you know, and it's just, you're just like, okay, where's the fucking recipe? And they're like, hey guys, I want you to know this is one of my favorite meals for a Sunday night. Like,
shut the fuck up. We don't care about you and your fucking fat family.
Exactly.
Tell us how to make the food.
Yeah, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Tell me how to get fat. That's what I want, okay? You are clearly already enjoying.
I fucking was pissed. I couldn't stand that shit. They always skip the direct. Let me ask you this. I got tutored for certain subjects. I had some tutors in my life. Most of them were not good. You know, they were long-winded. They tried to explain. When I taught somebody, I was like, you need to know this. Like, I could fucking tutor a motherfucker. So they knew it, you know?
Yeah.
Those videos are shit.
Yeah.
It's just like the format setup is just like, this is not how you teach somebody.
Well, communication, we're both pretty good at just getting the point across, you know?
Yeah, we really are.
It's in the DNA. We really preachers and
hey, I did something very chaste today. You would have liked this at work.
All right.
The HR lady today, her husband is a big hunter, and he made some beef jerky.
Oh, nice. Did you get some beef jerky?
Yeah, but I left it at the office.
Ah, fuck.
And she gave, oh, yeah, my husband made it. I was thinking of you. I was like, oh, this is some manly shit. Thank you. And then I was eating it.
That is some manly shit.
You know what I did? I went around the office, gave everybody a piece.
Did you do the classic Chase?
And I said, yeah, I made it myself.
Oh, Chase. It's not safe yet.
No, but you don't understand how I set it up.
Okay.
So I'm taking all the credit. I told it 3 or 4 people, but then I made sure to do it right in front of her.
Ah, okay.
And she goes, what are you talking about? I gave you that 30 minutes ago. And everybody was laughing. Everybody liked it. I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't make it. She gave it to me.
Dude, you just won some major office points there.
They think I'm funny.
Everybody's going to love you, man.
I'm the only one there that goes up to crack a joke.
Yeah.
Nobody goes around cracking jokes.
It's just, I think people are really intimidated. You know, like, what if you try to be funny and fail? That's a terrible feeling, you know? Like, people get scared.
Yeah.
To tell a joke, you gotta have some balls to tell a joke. The problem is people don't know it's funny. You know that's funny.
That's fucking funny.
You know? Like, taking credit for shit that's obviously not yours.
Yeah.
Yes, that's funny.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Yeah. It's funny.
And it's like a little mischievous, a little boyish, you know? That's a unique type of humor, you know?
So I had another one today. I go to the boss lady. Some nurse gave me these papers, and I was like, what? She was like, I don't know. I'm supposed to give these to you. So I go to the boss. I'm like, why the hell do I have these papers? She goes, oh, you're not supposed to get these. She goes, don't worry about it. Oh, what the fuck? Why are they still fucking handing this out? And, you know, and she goes, just sign it and put it in the bag. All right, that's easy. I go, hey, sorry I pissed you off. And she was like, oh, she was funny, you know. She's like, I never cuss, you know. I was like, yeah, got you to cuss. It was great.
Dude, let me tell you, one of the reasons why I believe cussing is essential, because it makes people more comfortable.
Oh my God!
It just does.
When I saw her cuss today, I was just like,
Thank you.
I just my shoulders dropped. I was like, relax. I was like, oh,
Yes.
thank God, the boss person is fucking just chill sometimes.
Yes.
The fuck is this? You know?
Yeah, especially like if it's just the right amount of cursing too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
real quick
Like
and soft.
Yeah, like 95% of the time they're doing it right, but occasionally they'll drop the fuck. If
Yeah.
especially a fuck. Like fuck is a good one to drop.
Now, wait. It's all about how you say it. Like hers,
Oh, yeah.
she said fuck, but you could tell like it was just like a little bit of frustration and like a joke too. Like she some frustration.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? When you scream fuck as a boss, like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
That can be terrifying.
that's horrifying.
That's
yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah, especially
I hate people that yield power like that at our job, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking
man. Power is a big part of the workplace.
yeah.
I think people really dig into the whole power thing. It's like it's how you play God. Like it's really interesting. Have you ever had like true authority? Just
Yeah.
any kind of okay. What did you think of the position? What did you think of it?
I had a very distinct relationship with the authority.
Did power corrupt?
Power eventually turns on everybody.
You think so, huh?
Yes.
I always remember we had this neighbor in Florida, this dude from Rhode Island, I think, and he was like, he got into politics up there and shit like that. Old guy.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
dead now, but maybe he's dead. But anyways, he always said, power corrupts. Like every story from like the politics days, he said, power corrupts, and I was like, shit, power corrupts.
It's inevitable.
I guess so. But you hope that like it doesn't happen at the job.
Yeah.
Like a fucking job, who cares?
I've seen it at jobs because I've worked for doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's me and Chase both worked for the same place at one time, and it was run by this doctor. I want you to imagine the most, like a guy in his, 50s?
Yeah, say around 50.
Flamboyantly gay. Like just sneezes glitter,
Yeah.
And
I thought he was a decent looking old man.
yeah, he's like a gay guy. He's like a decent looking dude.
You could tell when he was younger he was very handsome.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the most extreme personality I've ever seen in my life.
Man. What a fucking...
Like he was either all smiles, like a big white, perfectly done dentist smile, or a gay, powerful man screaming, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
Yeah. It was terrifying.
There was an odd comfort around him because I guess he always reminded me of a football coach when he was yelling. It was just stupid because he's a little gay man. Like, what's he going to do to you? It's like, but I was oddly comfortable in his tantrums. I thought they were amusing.
Hey, did you ever have a coach that got scary when he yelled?
Yes.
Yeah, really. Tell me. Football coaches are fucking weird, man. That's a weird job.
Well, any sport in general, especially if you're not the oldest, let's say you're playing as a sophomore or junior, or you fuck up. You fuck up in a game.
You fumble.
Like, oh, God. That's probably a good thing. I only fumbled once in high school, and I remember just being absolutely terrified going over to the sidelines. Just like, I just let down. Man, this coach is never gonna trust me again, and he wouldn't give me the ball for a while.
I know that there were consequences. Yeah, man.
Nowadays they don't. They're like, hey, good job, son. You'll get it next time. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Okay, so tell me this: do you want on the sideline? Would you prefer to have like the stoic, quiet, got their very disciplined sort of coach, or would you rather have the Bobby Knight who's like losing his mind on the sideline? What the fuck? What? God fucking, just like going crazy. Which would you rather have?
I don't know. If I was winning, I'd probably say the one that was winning.
I always loved it when coaches lost their shit. It was always great moments.
Yeah, I always loved it.
Have you ever seen a coach lose it over a ref call?
I mean, I'm trying to think on TV if we ever saw one.
There's some great one. I love it, man. Like one of my favorite old videos I loved in the baseball when like one of the the coach would disagree with the umpire and they'd have those huge scenes where they're like kicking dirt on his feet as he's walking away. Just like,
So
you know,
that was when baseball actually was, I guess, fun to watch. But why would they do that? They would do those weird. It was like a dance.
I remember one
you
guy
go
like
and you yell in his face,
Yeah.
he yells in yours, and you kick shit on home plate.
yeah, man, it was great. There was one guy who completely lost his mind, and he did like a grenade toss over the.
That was
over the
he was
pitching
minor
mound.
league.
Yeah.
He got indefinitely suspended.
It was great. He just he literally lost his mind.
He
just
started crawling.
said-
you know, I wish I knew the backstory. Something had happened. You know, like the wife left him.
That
or,
should be a 30 for 30 film. Like, who is that guy?
That'd be a great
It's the
short
whole
film.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
It would be a great little short film. Be like, yeah, man, that's what I was thinking. And I said, fuck it. You
So
know?
those 30 for 30 film, I never really watched them, but there's a couple I'd want to see. So first of all, they did the MJ stuff, right? The Michael Jordan stuff, right?
Yeah.
The two I want to see, though, there was one on that time when the Cubs almost won the World Series, and that
Bartman.
fan just
Yeah.
kind of caught it. I was like, oh, I want to see that. But the other one, the Ric Flair
Oh, God.
Nature Boy documentary. I want to see that so bad. I want to see how that cat was living, man.
He had like a Devon line saying, he was talking about, hey, not getting married and live the good life for 7 days or so, you know? And then it took over me, and I was like, wow, 7 days? That's all you could do?
Dude, there was something about the way he looked, too. You know, with that just ridiculous platinum blonde hair. Woo! You know, and he's like, you can tell he's like a good looking guy, but he's like kind of fat and muscle too. Like it's this weird, he's strong and shit, but it's not like a bodybuilder or something.
So this must have been 6-7 months back. He had a heart attack
Oh, really?
or something.
Is he dead?
And I posted on Facebook, because I rarely do that, but I was concerned. And I said along the lines like, I framed it that he was a civil rights hero and women's rights like activist. Please play for Ric Flair, civil rights hero and human rights activist, and, you know, women's rights activist. All these likes and comments just like, oh, God, you know, I'm so glad you're saying this, Chase, and blah, blah, blah. And the only one that got it was Chris Elrod, who commented underneath everybody with a, woo! That was it. I was like, all right.
See, Chase, again, you love those just like lying very obviously.
It's great. It's fucking great, man.
Oh, man.
I love their reactions, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I love the reaction. I was going to say earlier, have you ever had anybody at work that defied the boss? Like stood up to the boss?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you witness? Or was it you that defied the boss?
I think I may have told this before, but basically there was a big issue between the expat staff and the Chinese administration at this one school I went at. And the principal, anytime you're a principal in China, you're a slave. Your job is to be the white face who carries out.
Paid slave.
Yeah. Your job is to be the white face that does whatever the board says and the Chinese government says. And you never say no. Never. You know? So he was delivering this bad news from the board. And they were like, well, and everybody just kind of sat there quietly. And I fucking raised my hand. And I was like, you know, Lucas, I got to say, this is unacceptable. You know, the fact is they're treating us like we're terrible teachers, like all of us are lazy, horrible people who aren't educating their children. And I happen to think all of us are pretty goddamn good teachers. And I think they need to respect us.
Speaking out.
And you know what happened?
Little Martin Luther King in you.
You know what happened?
What?
Got the slow clap into the full clap. And then, I kid you not,
Pop
this
your
is
shirt.
No, it's not. I'm not done. They started to stand.
What?
Standing ovation.
What did you do?
It started with just one, Momo.
Was
Momo
there a small erection?
Momo, my buddy, he stood up, and everybody followed suit after Momo. Yeah.
Wow, Dean, you could champion what is
telling
it?
you, man.
What are they? A union, a teachers union in China.
Fuck that. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
I can give a speech like it's my true God-given talent, you know?
I had it once at work. Not me. Me and this chick, Bridget, we worked as IOP therapists in a building next door.
Yeah, I like her. She's cool.
You're supposed to sign everything on your timesheet by a certain time on Friday or you don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And he just instituted this stupid fucking rule. And we're like, oh, fuck, it's Friday. We turn it in 15 minutes late, like 12:15. And she puts it in there. Paycheck came. Everybody got paid except me and her.
Wow.
She
Fucking bold, man. People's paychecks?
Yeah. She called up. I was sitting. No, I was right outside the door. She called up his office, the little gay guy in the front. She's like, you know, you turned it in late. She goes, put me on the fucking phone with the fucking doctor right fucking now, you little faggot. Something about being gay.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
This bitch isn't fooling around.
She got him on the phone. He was like on the fucking ski trip. He's like, I'm going on the lift. She goes, you listen to me, motherfucker. I got 2 fucking kids.
Yeah.
That paycheck will be in there. He fucking paid it.
Yes.
He paid me and her. I've never respected a woman more in my entire life.
Let me tell you,
it was
man.
fucking incredible.
One thing that I've come to admire,
Gives me chills.
because I think I'm a little bit of a student of persuasion, and like definitely like public speaking and shit like that. Women can be the most powerful persuaders in the world. I happen to think women are better persuaders, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell you, man, it's shit like that. They can pull those cards and there's nothing you can say to I got kids to feed. You know, that's a powerful card.
That
to pull
is
out.
such a powerful card to
Yeah,
have.
absolutely. One of my grandmother, Erica, this woman, she came from Germany, and like she like was there during World War II at its peak, like a refugee, all this sort of shit. But she wanted to get into America, and she was in Canada trying to get into America, and she went into the office pregnant, and she refused to leave until they gave her a visa. She wouldn't leave the consulate's office. She locked her. She was like, I had to hold on to the door, like saying, I will get the visa. I must get the visa. And they just gave her one. She was a pregnant woman. She had the baby on her. Just, this baby will be born in this office. You know? She got the fucking visa, man.
Damn.
Power.
God, I have so much admiration for her. Every time I see her, I spend so much time talking to her about life.
Yeah.
Straight up.
She's awesome, man.
I'm so grateful to have her as a step-grandma.
Yeah, man. See, and I always give the example. It's proof that you can have an all right marriage. You know? You can have a decent little
You know what else it's
relationship.
proof of?
What?
That fucking blood is nonsense.
Totally.
I am so, I was having dinner with my boss last night, or fucking supervisor. She's giving me shit about, you should figure out your culture. I think that's a cop-out. And I was like, no fucking, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Dude, it doesn't, it's a waste of energy, causes wars, causes spite, causes ego to go in ridiculous directions.
So you gave her the spiel about not having culture? Like
So she was like, oh, what are you? I was like, I don't know. I don't care to find out. It's not something that weighs on my mind.
Identity means everything to this woman.
Yes. Imagine that. That's what they teach people now. You have to have your identity.
Why?
Especially a hardship. You have to have a hardship identity.
Did they ever answer
Hardship
this question?
identity. Yeah.
Did they ever answer this question? Like all these courses that talk about race and, gender and all that sort of stuff. Do they ask at the very beginning, like, is identity everything? Like, do they ask themselves,
No.
what is identity?
Oh, no. You can't
know?
have those conversations. It jumps right into the theory every single time.
Yeah, like what isn't, that should be the first question in all those courses. What is identity? Not what is black or what is,
It should
gay.
be an open discussion on the first day. Everybody's going to talk about identity.
You'd get some interesting answers. I'd be curious to listen in on that discussion.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what people think. What's identity to you? Like, what is it?
It's certainly not what it is today. It's not fucking culture. It's not your blood. It's not your fucking race.
I mean, in my mind,
Is it your age? No.
I hate to sound like a hippy-dippy Eckhart Tolle sort of person. It's ego, right? You know what I mean? It's the voice inside of your head, and it gives itself a name. It gives itself a culture and an identity so that it becomes stronger and more powerful in its ability to control your life.
Absolutely.
I think that, it's in my mind, that's
you fucking
it.
nailed it.
Yeah.
You fucking nailed it, brah. Yep. It writes your narrative. Everything builds off that fucking sentence.
I never wanted that.
I don't want it either.
Yeah.
And yesterday I got shit for it. And it pissed me off.
Yeah.
That fucking pissed me off.
I'm surprised you didn't fight a little harder for it. Like say, like just kind of like you're doing with me, and said, like, you know what? Nah. You're wrong about that. Let's talk about it. Let's go deeper. Let's figure this out.
The energy just made me a little cautious. Her energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever have that with people where they start going and you're like, I don't want to get on your bad side.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's something. And I'll be honest. That's very rare because I'm pretty bold with my conversations.
You are.
But yeah, there are definitely times, especially in like a professional environment.
Yeah.
You definitely want to watch yourself. That's why I say it's so nice when somebody drops an F-bomb out of nowhere. You're just like, thank you.
Fucking nice, man.
The tension just fades away in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, I am kind of amazed at how we've turned around the food situation here in Hawaii. We found out.
How many people you think after we say this are gonna? You think the majority of us will agree with what we're doing?
Oh, no.
I think the majority will. I don't see a big problem in it.
I think it's definitely the sort of thing. I've been very aware of my ethics lately and how loose they are. Like I was, there's a buddy, I listened to the Sam Harris podcast, but I do the whole like, hey, can I have it sort of thing, and they give it to you for free. So, whatever. But I told my buddy Paul about that, and he was like, you're not paying. And I was like, no. And he's like, it's like $5 a month. I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, oh, okay. He totally judged me. I felt his ethical gaze upon me, and I laughed it off and stuff. But so why I'm talking about this is we get free food from churches and shit. Like they're giving it out like all week long, and it's good food. Well, and they're happy to do it.
When I go through those drive-thrus,
yeah,
I don't feel a goddamn thing. You know what I feel? Excitement. I'm like, I wonder what these fuckers are going to give me.
See, but that's the thing. It's good food.
Some of it's pretty fucking good.
I mean, we're talking veggies, organic shit.
They give you veggies, which is nice.
Yeah,
man.
and like,
so it kind of forces you to use it and eat it.
But I was like looking at the shit that we got today, and there's like
Cheerios,
Spam, spaghetti, crackers, like
chicken,
vegetables, good looking vegetables, probably from a farm here.
It's dude. So you can go 5 days a week, and we're gonna try to go. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to map out the best ones. I want to map out the best ones.
Well, we have all of them on there, right?
Well, I've been to 2.
Okay,
yeah.
We just started this. Yeah, we should totally do that.
Yep. But do I feel bad about it? No, I don't fucking feel an inclination at all about. Why should I feel bad?
I don't feel bad about it, but I do think it's ethically questionable.
Why?
Because people will say, that's only for people in need. That's people who are hungry.
Fuck, we're in need, man. We can barely we can't even buy a computer for the podcast.
That's true.
So shut the...
It's coronavirus. That's what I tell myself. It's coronavirus, man.
Yeah, I have that. I don't need one. On this shit, I could be thriving. I'd still go to the food bank.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was such a good selection. I was so impressed. Like,
that's why if it was a shit selection, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, every time you've come home with shit, I've been like, oh, wow. I'm always impressed. Always impressed. It's like way better than you'd ever think, And the other thing too, Hawaii's fucking expensive. Like the food land in Waimea is criminal,
dude. It is criminal. The interesting thing about that food bank, you got these there's always volunteers.
Yeah.
The one I went to in Hanaka'a, those people handed it out. They were like, how many you need? 2? All right, brother. Here. Like, they were cool. They're like, here's your food.
Yeah.
I went to the Catholic church in Waimea today.
Yeah.
There was a huge line.
Really?
Yes. I had to wait 10 minutes in line.
Whoa.
I got to the front. There was 4 or 5 people there. I'd say 3 of them were friendly. The other 2 are just, like, I got to look. Like,
oh, you gotta look.
But they were giving it, not everybody, but they were giving it to certain people.
Right.
They were just like,
maybe it's the Catholic Church. You can't.
They Catholic, the ultimate judger.
You gotta give them
some of the Lord's judgment. You are a professional judger if you're Catholic.
You know what? I think that's kind of the deal.
Yeah.
Like if you get the free food, but you gotta go into the church.
Yeah.
They're not going to talk to you about Jesus, but they're going to give you the judgment.
If someone was seriously Catholic, I don't think I'd get in a relationship with them. I'd be like, you know what? No.
Yeah, man.
No.
Catholic is intense. It's we grew up Protestant, but I've had a chance to glimpse in that world, gets under your skin.
It's
man.
intensely boring too.
It becomes part of you.
It's just
And
fucking
it's hard to shake it off, you know?
Ugh.
I got a gay buddy who literally had to, he's like a well-off dude. He makes lots and lots of money. But he literally spent years in therapy just dealing with Catholic shit. Like, he's like, I can't have sex with my partner because I'm always just completely guilt-ridden. You know, I know it's not wrong, but I'm just like, I'm fucking committing sodomy. I'm sinning. And, yeah, years to deprogram that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Christianity left me with too much guilt growing up. I mean, thank God I found other things and to understand it for myself now.
It is amazing how it's still a part of me, you know? Like, I'm not religious at all now, but I grew up in such a Christian environment.
But we know so many, all the Bible is stories.
Yeah.
Here's a story, here's a story, here's a story.
It's so crazy, like,
apply it to your life.
In Asia where no one has any idea about any Christianity. You know? Like, they don't know what a cross is. They don't know who Moses is. Yep. They've never heard of David or Paul or any, like, it's just completely fucking foreign to them, you know? And you just realize how you are dependent on them in your language and stuff like that. Like, you know, I think I said one time, like, you got to take up your cross, guys. Come on, let's do this. And what are you talking about? You know?
Yeah, dude, I made a reference to the prodigal son once in class. And
it's a great example, yeah.
Only a couple Westerners knew it. Right. Even some of the other Westerners like, what the fuck is that? You know, they hadn't been to church in forever. But I was like, wow.
You'd think that those things would, like, just kind of endure beyond, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always thought that the prodigal son was kind of a universal, you know, but they're not. A lot of things I assume are universal or not. I was talking to my Chinese buddy today, and I was telling him about the aliens. Chase was hanging out with somebody the other day who claims to have, like, contact with aliens and stuff. But I was talking to my Chinese buddy, telling him that story, and he said, you know, in China, there's no cases of aliens ever.
Zero.
None. No abductions. No sightings. And I was just like, okay, that's all that ever happens in America. Everybody on this fucking island claims they've seen an alien, you know?
It went too far. You know, like, I think there's a portal, I can feel it, and I play this music on a gong to make it go away.
Yeah, well.
And you're like,
welcome to Hawaii, Chase.
Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me tell you, man, I remember when I was living on the Big Island a long time ago, that hippie shit got old quick.
Yeah.
Because I was surrounded by them, and every conversation was fucking drugs, aliens, or politics, you know, and it was just exhausting. I wanted to talk about pussy with a straight man, you know, like I needed like something to refresh my palate from that horrible hippie nonsense. It gets old quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to keep it funny with her, man.
Yeah. You know, and I think sometimes when you get around someone and you get to know them a little better, sometimes you're going to see some craziness.
Hey, so you found a possible lady to play around with, you know? You showed me some pictures today of that girl.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting looking at, because I don't know what girls' Tinder profiles look like, but she had carefully selected those photos, Chase.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she had the titty shot, you know, she had the bathing suit shot.
Yeah.
You know, she had the big, beautiful smile shot. Like, Chase, that is a well-oiled machine right there.
Yo, yeah, you got to put effort into that shit.
Then why don't you?
I've been putting more effort in.
What do you got? What are your photos like now?
I'll show you later.
I'm curious.
You're too good at it.
Well,
I'm scared to now.
But it's important.
I fucking hate it, but you have to do it.
It's the only way these days, man. Like, you got to get somebody to take pictures of you or something like that. You know?
We got to do shit.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's just like, we got to get out of this cloud.
Do you know what? I took some beach pictures of me the other day. They looked pretty good, and I sent them around, and people were like, dude, kick-ass beach, and, you know, like, it was fun. I'd almost never take pictures.
We got to take some beach. We got to take some beach pics.
It's because that 69 is so cool. I love that beach, man. Like, there's a beach here on the Big Island called 69, and it's like a beach forest, like beautiful white sand.
Which one is this, with the little island out there?
Yeah, and there's the trees. There's trees all over the place, so you got the shade. And man,
is there ever a lot of people out there?
You know, when I go in the mornings, Nah, it's like me and maybe another old couple that,
That's
gets
awesome.
going.
I would love to
Yeah.
go there when there's no people.
There's a guy. So I'm usually like number 2 there when I show up at 10 o'clock. But there's a guy who's always reading. He brings out his little beach chair and he just reads. Old guy.
I would love to do that. Mom would love to do that.
But 1 p.m., it got pretty crowded. Like people were coming, Yeah. But I took some great pics down there, man. That's a good spot. You got to get something like that. Or a YPO shot.
Do you mind? Do you mind going to the beach alone?
Nah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's like how I typically do it is I go down to the beach and I do a little snorkel for 30 minutes, something like that. I always get a little scared though because I'm on my own. I'm like alone on the beach too, though.
That's ballsy, man.
I know. I come in and music time. Just sit on my chair, listen to maybe 15, 20 tunes, just random. Enjoy that. And
You sitting in a chair or you laying?
sitting in the chair.
Shirt on or off?
Off. Because I've been swimming and shit, I, after that, will maybe write or read just a little bit, like maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
Damn, that's a good. If you got
And that's
time,
it.
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, then I'll come back. Yeah. It's a great little beach. Spencer's is good too. I like Spencer's beach. I like having a beach. How about that? It's nice to have a beach around. Like I think I always want to live in proximity to one.
Dude, yeah, I need that. Got to incorporate that back in.
Well,
Shiza.
You're working man.
That's why they call me.
You know what? So you've heard like cases are going up, COVID cases in Hilo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big outbreak. And apparently they're saying they're starting to clamp things down again. Maybe you'll be working from home.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like if that's the case.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Fucking great. I can work
Then
from
you can
home.
work
There's
from the
no
beach.
need I ever need to leave home.
Chase, is that the ocean behind you? No, that's just an interactive.
Why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they be like, you know what? You got to do one day in the office each week. That's it.
That sounds correct.
That sounds like the future.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, offices are kind of becoming obsolete.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Why, especially if like everything you do is on a computer, why do you need to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, there's no point.
Yeah. I do wonder about like it's so interesting with this food, right? Like I can't believe the level of food I thought they were going to give us like a can of Spam, but instead they give vegetables.
They're giving
and
you
pasta,
a lot of food.
rice and good stuff. And you know what this makes me think? Maybe we can rethink society. Like, why do we have to pay for food? If I got something like that every day, I would be like, okay.
You don't have to give people money. But yeah, if you gave them like a food card for the week.
What if that was a right?
What if you got a free meal each day?
You know what? That should be a right. You should have a right not to be hungry. You know what I mean? Like, you should have if you need food, you should be able to give
What do you
food.
think of a meal a day? One fine meal each day. Anybody you want?
I'd want it to be not a soup kitchen. You know what?
No.
Would you rather have a free meal a day or a free bag of groceries a day?
Look, you can make your choice.
I think I'd go groceries.
Well, but it would be like both would be the equal amount. Like the meal can be anywhere from $15 to $20.
You're saying that's the relative cost of it?
Yeah, and then the bag is $15 to $20 of stuff.
Okay. That's I think that's more than $20 what we get. Like I think that's more like
that's more, but I'm saying if we're doing this for everyone in the nation.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the chicken, the Spam, the spaghetti, the rice. That's not even $15, $20 at all.
To me, especially as fat as
And
we are as a
throw
country.
some vegetables in there?
Yeah, like if you kept it like like the thing that they gave was very reasonable and healthy. Right on.
Well, look at that. We just changed the fucking world.
Thank you. That's why people come, Chase. That's the divinity speaking. It's the truth.
That really is our divinity coming out. Because, and where does it come out? Because we're going there eating the food, Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not unethical at all. We're solving the world's problems.
My favorite chick at work is this Hawaiian chick. She's the one that gave me that fucking thing.
Oh, really?
I don't know how we got on it. She's like, yeah, I go buy the food. She's like, I do it. You know, it's good food. And I'm like, what? Give me the list. And she's like,
Wow.
oh, she liked me because I wanted the list.
Yeah, a little
I was
connection.
like, give me that list.
a little
I'll get it.
unethical connection.
Give me that shit. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good find. I thought that was the boss lady who shared that with you. It's some other girl, Hawaiian girl, eh?
Older Hawaiian chick.
Nice, nice. Making friends.
I gotta get in more with the locals.
Man, I wish I was working here on the island. I need people. I want to be interacting with Hawaiian girl. I want to be around a bunch of fat people, and they'll say, "Oh, you're gonna gain weight too," and secretly hate them for it. Like that sounds amazing. I want people. Need people.
It's the academic people were the best because you all had the cafeteria. You can sit next to each other. You got the section that's just for education. You make friends. You're forced to make friends.
I had those friends too who it was just jokes with.
Oh, yeah.
And man, that was great.
God, okay, you got to have that one person at work.
Yeah.
That just cracks jokes.
So have you got one?
No.
I
mean, I think it's there somewhere. I just think it's it's going to be a weird position.
What about that little Latino guy?
Little Latino? He's not little. He's big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it possible with him, like, to joke around?
Yeah, to an extent. He's just kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
He's not.
You got to get nerdy back with him.
It's professional nerdy. Well, Che, he likes my jokes, but I don't think he could make a funny one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a picture of a fucking pigeon. This is no doubt. I went into his office. I go, what? What? It's a picture of a pigeon with a ... and in its head, it's thinking of a chewed up hot dog.
What?
It's half of a hot dog. A pigeon thinking of a hot dog.
Because it's like that's what a pigeon would eat. It would eat the trashy hot dog.
That's why I was like, is that it? And he was like, no. He was like, somebody gave this to us by mistake, and I just decided to keep it. I was like,
He decided to keep it. Man.
I was like, what a fucking art piece.
I've never understood why people don't care about like what's on their wall. Like, I love having shit on the wall. I love like having some kind of color and maybe some kind of painting or something that speaks to you in some way,
Yeah.
Like, you got to think about what's on your wall.
Well, they're going to order me a desk for my office. I need your help with it.
Oh, cool. I saw a great desk on Craigslist today. It was a corner desk.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get.
Yeah, it was really cool. I should show it to you on Craigslist. It's really good.
Hmm.
But yeah, that sounds like fun. I really want to see your office. I'm sad I can't just come and visit.
Why?
You say it's in the back, right? Like,
Yeah, it's right next to the kitchen.
medical personnel only.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm one of them.
yeah, I'm sad. I want to like see what the cell looks like,
It's a proper cell. I wish I could put a lock on it and put like a bed in and a bean bag. Actually, maybe I could.
Why
They
couldn't
They
you
wouldn't
put-
stop me.
You could totally put a lock on it.
I'm gonna put a bean bag in there and work off of that.
I mean, we got one right here, baby. Bam.
You know what I could do? I could go in there and like sneak out the window.
Can you open it?
I don't know.
You should try it.
Yeah, I should definitely try to
Totally
open the
try
window.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. Like, I think it's if I'm honest, I think one of the reasons I know I can't be a teacher for much longer is because if I'm going to do the career thing, I just want an office. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be fancy. but
Really?
just my own little space.
Hmm.
Like, if I was going to stay in education and I had to do anything, you know what I'd want to do? School shrink, just like Dan, Like, you'd have your little office. And, the school would have you doing shit, but I'd always have that office to go to. Nobody would really fuck with you.
Dude, so there was this university I was at in Asia, say Vietnam. So it was Australian, but Vietnamese were running it. And I'll never forget this. The teachers had these little cubicles that they could work from.
Yeah.
Each one had their own. It was covered. Like, it was kind of like a little mini cave.
Yeah.
They got rid of all of it. And they put them in a big room and sat them right next to each other with nothing.
Wow.
They were devastated.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what? It went through. Nobody said a fucking word. They did it to us, too. They put us in a room, like one person across from each other. We had to stare at the other person. You interact more. You get used to it. But I totally didn't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing. One of the most terrifying like worlds that I explored one time in college was urban ergonomics. You know that idea of like you design a place, you make a chair that's designed to make people work. Like, so for example, there's this one chair that this company made, and it's like you can't really get comfortable in it, but that's intentional by design because the idea is you're staying alert. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the idea. Like it's very subtle. Like you sit in, like this is fine, but as you're typing all day, you just every now and then just kind of wake yourself up, shake yourself up. And I was like, holy shit, that's malicious. You know?
Yeah.
That sort of stuff happens. That's why when you pick out that desk, be very careful.
That's why I was going to let you look at it because I
Yeah,
knew I'd fuck it up.
And so the other thing, so the greatest gift I ever gave anybody, I gave Scott for his birthday. I got him an office chair. A nice, classy looking, comfortable office chair.
Yeah.
I went to like all the Office Depots and Staples. I sat in every fucking chair, and I found the one. Not too expensive. It was mid-range, but man, he said it changed his life because it's uncomfortable. You're sitting all day in a chair, typing away. You got to make sure your ass is taken care of, man. So we'll find you a good chair, too.
These are good points I should think about.
Yeah.
Totally.
We got to go to Kona soon.
Yeah.
Need a Costco run, and I want to go into a little music shop there, a little guitar shop.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Why do you want to go in there?
Well, you know, I'm so fucking out of my mind bored. When I was in China, I was learning a musical instrument. I just started it. You know, I started learning the mandolin, and I had fun with it. So I was thinking maybe I could buy a little cheapy one.
Why don't you just do the ukulele out here? They got teachers all over. Like world class fucking chant. It's the same damn thing.
It's a very different sound. It's a very different sound. I don't know. It's just the ukulele is a bit too happy for me. Like it's just the same sort of.
You should talk to someone about it and tell them that and see what they say.
I don't have any people to talk to.
Go to the music store in Kona.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, hey, let's go. That sounds like fun.
All right.
I wish you weren't working tomorrow. I have like the next 2 days off, and then I'm working nonstop. Like nonstop for 10 days straight. And, but yeah, I wish you could. Can you tell them you have something to do at work?
Dude, I fucking missed 2 hours this morning going to that food drive and getting the car's tire changed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have texted me. I just totally forgot. I'll go tomorrow. All
right.
To the one here in
Well, I mean, I was right there. That's where I went.
Waimea or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that sounds cool. I'm down. Hey, let's check the time. What do you think?
38.
42. Yeah.
I'm always pretty good about that.
Yeah, you got a good sense of time.
Because I know how much time's gone by in a session.
Oh,
got that 50 minutes down.
You probably do.
Yeah.
You probably know exactly when. So do you need to do a clock check?
You know what the sad thing is, though? I would say in ideal session times, you probably about an hour and 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a little more time.
Okay.
Because it takes some people, I don't know. It takes a while to get past the nonsense bullshit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, you do conversations for a living. That's kind of cool. I mean, of all the jobs to do, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the conversation's great. It's the notes. The notes are terrifying. There's just, I think I put too much effort into the notes. I need to find a way to just be more.
I think that's a big part of it.
But the notes help me. Like before the next session, if I read the note and it's good, then I'm like, all the flashback starts coming back to the conversation.
Right.
If you just do it, just boom, 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 saying the typical bullshit, you don't remember anything.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't get rewarded for that, though. Yeah, it's not incentive based at all. It's fucked. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe you could propose a change to the notes.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
It's not my decision to make, brother. That's the bureaucrats and the fucking insurance companies going to war. They've gone to war, and now everybody's got to write 12 pages of fucking notes.
Isn't that just like I'm sorry. Okay, so we talk about food being a right. Come on, man. Surely healthcare should be a right. You know, like I'm not saying that everything from getting a nose job and a boob job on, but how about just like, you know, therapy should just be taken care of. You know, if you got to talk to somebody, I feel like you should be able to talk to somebody.
Look, I don't give a fuck about if you need to talk to somebody. What
Right.
pisses me off is how they treat fucking therapists and psychologists. You know, it's just like you're there 9 hours. They expect you to have 6 to 7 hours of conversation, and the rest of that time is spent writing notes.
Yeah.
Fucking proper notes in a proper way, and there's 10 fucking pages you got to check shit off on. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Right.
You know, you treat these people like shit.
Right.
And none of them say anything because you can't. Nobody knows what we do. We work for other doctors. We work for fucking nurses. They have no idea what we fucking do. And they're like, here, do all this paperwork. This is how you get paid. Fucking do it or you don't get paid. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's a shit, man. It's a shit fucking thing.
What you need is a Bridget, man. You need somebody to lose their mind on a bureaucrat, you know? And then maybe you'll get what you want.
There's got to be a better way to do it.
Yeah.
You can't argue that, though, man. You got to get shot down.
Well, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
It's a vent. Fuck that shit.
Hey,
But,
man.
you know, it is, look, the teaching thing with you, I'm very content with my my prison cell right now, but it won't always be like that.
Right.
We have to get out of it, Dean. Look, and if we can put these together, I can just buy the bigger thing on the website. We could just do unlimited amount of these, but we'll just do audio. We'll stick with audio. Audio is easy.
Sure.
It's easy. I could upload that in 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Send it to me. We load it up 10 to 15. That's all I want with this.
Right.
10 to 15 minutes of work, not hours of waiting, you know? I do want to listen to it one time through before I put it out, though. I always do that.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's easy and fun.
Yeah.
It's the main thing. Just having some fun, man.
Yeah.
I had to do this today because I was just going so crazy, like alone in this house.
You were in a good mood, man. Is there
Yeah.
anything in the world that we need to discuss?
I don't know.
So, I don't want to get into that. No.
Okay. I just, I feel so like completely off the radar out here, you know?
Yeah, that is such a benefit to Hawaii. It's just like, yeah,
Hey,
we don't really have to talk about it.
I got a story
All
that I
right.
was going to say. So when I was talking to my Chinese buddy today, and we talked about this. When I told my dad I was gay, yeah, I told Vic I was gay, and we were in Colombia, you know, and we're just, I think we were getting high together or something, and I brought it up, and his reaction was, you know what, I can take you to a prostitute if you want to try it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's try it, you know?
A woman one?
Yeah. Like, I was like, okay, why not? I was 17 or something like that. And
You had come out as gay or you hadn't?
I told Vic, yeah,
At 17?
maybe later. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, this was definitely later. This is like 22.
Yeah.
But anyways, Vic takes me to this brothel in Colombia. Like it wasn't like upscale. It was just a regular one. You know? But they marched out all the women, you know?
Yeah.
And I like picked one with short hair and like looked kind of like a dude. I was like, maybe I could make it happen for this one. Anyways, we get into this little bedroom or whatever, and she undresses me, and she, goes down naked, and she just starts sucking away on my dick. And Chase, I've never been so flaccid in my life, just soft as can be. And I remember like looking at her and saying, I'm sorry, can you just give me a massage? And she's like, see. That was it. It was confirmation of being gay.
That's not always true, because when you go to a brothel, I've had a lot of friends tell me they couldn't perform, straight guys.
Really?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking to go somewhere knowing you're going to fuck. You're going here to you're going to have a good time, you're going to fuck. It does not work for all. I've heard that from many guys.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's always in history, you always run across stories of like these legendary whores, legendary courtesans,
Yeah.
legendary women who just like men would lose their minds for these women because they knew. I think that there are women who can take that guy, the guy who's nervous, who can't get hard, and they can make him hard. They can make him come.
So
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like they've mastered
and
the
it
art.
depends if you. Oh, it depends on that fucking woman. So prostitute story for me. First time ever, our father was living in Peru, and I must have been 21, 22, maybe 22. And he's like, "All right, you want to go downtown, get up?" I was like, "Oh my God." It's my first time in Latin America.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, man. I'm nervous. And he takes me in this place, and it's just nightclub. Boom, boom, boom. But there's some good looking women. And Vic's like, "Oh, take her. She's got the big tits. Take that one." And I was like, Stop trying to force like the wrong chick on me. And I remember there was this fine one leaning up against the pole, getting up against a column. And she was looking and smiling at me, and Vic was like, "What, you like her?" Like, she was athletic, you know. She was kind of more toned. She didn't have huge tits, but oh man, so sexy. Yeah, and I picked her, brought her over. She spoke good English, and the whole time Vic was so rude. Like we were sitting there, he's like, "Chase, what about that one? She's better looking." And like as she's sitting right there, and I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up! I want this one." But I remember taking her home. It was good sex. Like,
nice.
Not the greatest sex in my life, but at that point in time, to get fucked by just a girl you are just, wow, she's beautiful. That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
It was good sex, just good. It was the first time I truly had just good sex.
Yeah.
And that was really, maybe it corrupted me a bit.
No, that's a powerful experience.
It was needed. Like, it was just like, damn, I love you. Oh, you're gone.
I remember the first time like sex was great. Like I had a pretty good first experience, but I remember my first taste of great sex. Like, wow, holy shit. I think I had a permanent high for like 7 days after.
Yeah.
Just smiling, just like, shit, man, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that was fucking great. Like it is an amazing thing to have. Like if you can check that box in your life, wow.
And hence, it kind of went the other way for other. Like I've heard guys go to brothels and not be able to perform, and it fucked with them like forever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing where
if you don't perform when you got to sexually perform, it will fuck with you for a long time.
Talk about identity. You can have a negative identity too.
Absolutely.
You're a fucking impotent.
Ooh. Yeah. How would you get over that? Let's say you were traumatized from a young age and you had trouble performing.
I don't know. You're the psychologist.
But everybody's going to handle it differently.
Well,
some people will overcome it, some can't.
I guess I would try to train myself. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Like, the only thing that's a little bit akin to this is I trained myself to like Asian men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and what I did is I controlled what I watched porn wise. And I started jerking off to Asian guys.
Dude, I did the exact same thing.
And now, like, I'm into Asian guys pretty much. Like, I like them.
I did the same thing in Asia. It can be trained in to an extent.
Yeah,
it's still not my favorite though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when you're talking about impotence though, that's something that's a very tricky thing. Like I think the other thing is, if in your mind, give me a percentage here. How much of it is biological? How much of it is mental?
It's mental.
100% mental.
Close. I'd say a lot of the time it really is.
Wow.
I mean, think about that. If you were traumatized your first time going into sex, say you couldn't perform or something happens, that can linger. Some people can work past it, but what about the ones that lingers,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty amazing how long, again, getting to identities again, an identity can stick, Like I really did have the identity of being a failure. Like I really, really had that. And it took a while to shake that off. Like a long, like looking at my thoughts and going, holy shit, I'm just pure negative, and I can't not think this way.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess it's just training your head.
So the most effective approach, for at least for me in my life, and I do apply it to my therapy, is somehow being like, yep, I'm a failure. At this point in my life, I'm a failure.
Acceptance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it eliminates so much of the tension.
Right.
Because you're constantly this fight. So if you can negate 20, 30, maybe half of that tension, all of a sudden life gets a little more tolerable and your clarity comes back a bit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You find other ways to go about it.
Yeah. I think it's really important to have those kind of taking a step back moments, you know, where you're like, whoa, how am I thinking right now? What am I right now? You know?
Yeah.
And being cool with whatever that is, you know? Man, those moments, I feel like maybe once a week there should be a time reserved for just doing that. You know, asking, where am I right now? Where's my head at right now? Okay, check. Let's move on.
See, if therapy was like that with high functioning people, just coming in for their weekly check-in.
Yeah.
Be beautiful, man.
Man, see, that to me, let me tell you, one thing that I did admire about the church was the concept of fellowship. That idea that you're part of a community of people and everyone is trying to push you on to do better, to be better, you know? Like, hey, man, like, this is the right thing to do here.
Yeah.
You know? Like that idea of we're all trying to improve together. That's hard to find these days, man. You know, that idea of mutually growing in a community sort of way, you know?
Yeah. There's better ways to do these things, man. We've already solved like a lot of the world's problems tonight.
Dude, do you see
the food shit?
How are we not getting paid
for the
for
weekly
this?
check-in?
There's so much wisdom in here. My God, you're welcome.
Do you really see that? Me and you just, first off, if we made it big, it'd be like lounging out like Romans. Completely.
Totally.
There would be drink. There would be fucking weed. There would be little snacks.
Yeah.
And right after the show was over, you'd have your beautiful little whore man, and I'd have my beautiful, or two, little sexy, exotic little goddesses to contend for us.
I notice plural goddesses, you know?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I imagine you'd have one for each day of the week, you know?
No, that'd be too much, but I definitely would sample a couple.
3. How about that?
Okay, 3. That's a good number.
Yeah. Chase, I was asking about yoga. He's like, 3 sessions a week. 3's the magic number, man.
Yeah.
3's a good balance.
Give me her number. You know, I want to call her up and be like, look, you know, listen, this isn't that hard. You know, just give us 3 days.
Hey, man.
You can change the days around. Give us 3.
Do you remember that show Big Love about the Mormons in HBO?
Yeah.
He had 3 wives, and he spent 3 days with one, 3 days with the next, 3 days, and that was just it.
He made it work.
He made it work,
Happy
man.
little families. Yeah.
Hey, man.
A lot of love going on there.
He had some fellowship, too.
Hey, you know there's some of that shit going on here, I'm sure.
I bet. Dude, the polyamorous thing is really fucked with. God only knows what relationships are like these days, you know? Like, my understanding from other teachers is that, like, most kids are totally poly, you know? Like, they're...
Kids, really?
You never know if the teachers are, like, just freaking out, like, oh, my God, all the kids are doing drugs. But after talking to a lot of the kids, they're pretty sexually active, you know?
In China, too?
Yeah, there's a lot of gay shit going on in China.
I can totally see that.
The girls.
The gay shit and communist.
Lesbian shit.
Really?
Yeah, lots of them. Mm-hmm.
I could totally see that in China.
Yeah.
Communists, man, you got to be fucking gayer than anybody. All that repression, fucking masculinity shoved down your throat.
I mean, it's like, dude, sex is... It's the one relief every culture's got, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you got nothing else to do but, you know, cultivate rice in the fields, that's the best part of your year.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't know. That's my guess for how often they
So
were
that would be the other right? Healthcare, food,
sure.
A meal a day, and everybody needs to get laid at least. Everybody gets like a hand job once a week or something.
Okay. Let's say prostitution was legal.
Yeah.
You know, what if the United States government said twice a year, free, just on the house, United States government, twice a year.
What is this country?
And
that is the
what?
greatest country.
And
if I ran, you know what? Once a month.
I'll even be conservative and just say it's just a blowjob. You get 2 blowjobs a year.
I would. You could get fuck or you could get the blowjob.
Fuck is a big deal.
I'd probably get the blowjob a lot of the times.
Well, the point is,
get my dick sucked.
Imagine the general level of happiness, how much it would increase with that promise. 2 blowjobs a year. You get one on New Year and your birthday. Okay, that's it. The relative happiness of everybody.
All right, stop. Are we gonna have enough? Do we have enough whores to suck those dicks? I mean, how do we regulate that?
Maybe it'll be like a volunteer thing. Like it'll help out society so much. It's like something every 18-year-old does.
I'm going down to
yeah, like when they make you do volunteer work in high school, you can be like, well, I'm gonna go suck some veteran cock. You want to make your veterans feel great? Oh my God, give them blowjobs. Holy shit. They'll be like, oh
again,
my God,
I don't like
great.
you grouping veterans. Like, I just want it for everybody, right?
I'm just saying it's for everybody, but I'm saying that's extra special. If you're volunteering to suck a veteran's cock, that's a very American thing to do.
We're fucking brilliant, man.
We really are. Man, we have just solved all of the problems tonight. All of them. Is there any other problems you got, Chase? Because we can figure them out right now.
God, that was impressive.
I bet we're way over the time now. Let me check a look.
Nah, it's 50-something.
It is 1. Yes, 1 hour. Hold on. Yeah, 1 hour on the dot.
All right, we made it.
Hey, you're welcome, world. We just solved all your fucking problems.
Welcome.
See you later.